Chilio.
Recording now. So,
Good.
fun thing for today, we're going through the characters and giving them genders and sexualities specifically for the X-Men. Now,
Yeah.
I know way less about the X-Men than Theo does, but hey, this is for the funsies, and we've done this before with a separate project we were doing
Yes, yeah.
that didn't get far off the ground, but it'll show up eventually.
Don't worry, it will come into play. You just have to wait very patiently.
One of these days,
Get around to it.
one of these days, just not today. Is my streamer mode on? Let me
That's
double
a
check
great
that.
question.
I
I
should,
saved it twice.
yeah, because I can hear my notifications. Because I didn't have it set on auto enable and disable. Okay, streamer mode's on. Oh, you sent something.
I did. I did it.
It's the kiddos.
Yeah.
The kiddos who I don't know if we've talked about them yet, so we're not gonna talk about it now.
Nope.
You have to be patient if you're even watching this.
Yeah.
I hope
I
someone's
will
watching this.
probably release a speed paint of this on the channel at some point, as I do
Hmm.
plan to do with most everything I talk about that comes up that I say I'm drawing, which could be literally anything. I think
I'm gonna put myself on Do Not Disturb because I keep getting the notifications.
that's so real. It's so real.
It said Do Not
I-
Disturb.
Despite Spider Women being like my favorite type of character and just characters in general, I really was not looking forward to drawing these guys today. But
It's because there's so many of them.
I decided on exactly 7 that I wanted to actually draw. I cut one of them, which was just another Jessica Drew. I think it was clone Jessica I cut because I was like, I'm not doing that. No desire to do that today. She'll be added to the list of get to eventually. You know,
One of these days.
one of these days I'll get around to things like that. Right, so X-Men gender shenanigans because that's
And
hilarious.
sexuality.
Sexuality, because
Starting with Charles Xavier, Professor X. Starting with gender.
it's silly. Fair. He's a silly guy. The only time we don't listen to the wheel is when we feel something just doesn't fit, usually.
Yeah. Spinning the wheel now.
This wheel covers a
You
lot
might
of
be
stuff.
able to hear it on the thing.
Who's to say? I can't hear it over the call, but it doesn't mean anything.
Charles Xavier, non-binary, parentheses, dealer's choice of microlabel, question mark,
Okay,
end parentheses.
that's fine. That's
Charles
I mean,
Xavier, the non-binary king.
honestly, that's a vibe, actually.
I just know he's an old man.
He's an old man in a wheelchair who's like, he's great. We love Charles, actually.
Charles Xavier is a he, him, maybe they. He doesn't care. Non-binary. He
Yeah,
is old as fuck and just knows he's not a man, but is too tired to correct people. That's my decision.
I feel that. That's actually like real.
Now, onto the sexuality wheel. And for context, the possibilities are straight, gay, bisexual, pansexual, aro but not ace, which means they get to roll again for the other sexuality. Ace but not aro, same thing as before. Aro ace, that's the only spin we get. Omnisexual because I'm biased, and dealer's choice, which means we get to headcanon it, even if we don't know, and that'll probably just end up going to Theo deciding.
Yeah, which you might either love or hate my headcanons that come up with when I get to do that part. So
We'll see. We'll see. All right, spinning
we'll
the
get
wheel
to
now.
love or hate me for those ones.
I'm vetoing this. He's not straight.
Okay, there you go. See, I saw that coming a mile
We're
away.
allowed vetoes. He is
Yeah.
against it.
He's queer in some way, and that's because Eric exists. Um,
He likes men.
I'm sorry, guys, but him and Magneto are just so gay. I'm sorry. They're just old gay men.
Get to editing the list. You're the only one who can do that.
Okay, just give me a second. Let me get in there. I'll switch between editing the list and I'll pin this at some point.
Or I can just copy paste to the thing and reply, but
Okay, so Charles NB, and then
and be parentheses he him sometimes they.
E. That's yeah. Um, there you go. And then finish closing that off. Okay, I will edit as need be.
Hmm.
At least that tab open there. I continue drawing.
Next up is Eric Lenscher. Lenscher?
Magneto.
Yeah,
Um,
Magneto.
I did include the hero names because I felt that if I put only their names, you might get a little confused.
Landed on gender fluid. I can see
Okay.
that.
I mean, yeah.
Bisexual. Wow,
There we
he's bisexual. I didn't know that.
there we go. Hey, he's matching Raven Darkholm Mystique on that one.
Hmm. Who we are not rolling for because
Because,
already canonically bisexual and gender fluid.
yeah, we do get to roll for her wife's gender though.
Hmm. I don't remember the
Irene,
genders
Irene.
or I don't remember the characters.
I put her right underneath Mystique, by the way. Wife is right.
Okay,
Don't worry.
Irene
I put them
Adler.
right next to each other.
Okay. Irene Adler. Spinning the wheel. So you've told the people you're drawing the Spider Women, but
Yes.
which Spider Woman are you drawing?
Okay, that's a great question. I'm drawing Jessica Drew, Julia Carpenter, Valerie, who I do not believe has a last name, Maddie Franklin, Arana, aka Anya Corazon, Gwen Stacy, Silk, Cindy Moon, and Maka, aka the current Spider Girl. And she has the most current run going on. I think they're still releasing issues of that. They were all chosen for various reasons. All will be tied in eventually. You get to wait on that. You get
You
to
have to
wait till
wait and be patient because we've been working on this for a really long time.
at least a little under a year now.
Yes. No, it's not been that long, but it has been long.
Yeah, okay, I was close. You
We
get my point.
started this we started this before summer started,
Mhm.
like 2 months before summer started. We've been here for about 6 months.
So half a year.
Yes.
Okay, do we have Irene going on the wheel right now?
Irene is a cisgender woman, but she is bisexual.
Okay, so I will just leave that as is then, because I'm not
Hmm.
not gonna
I
write cis
thought
out.
for Logan, I thought for Logan we had
We
at
did.
least jokingly decided on
That I'm sorry, I forgot
uh
that.
transgender.
It's because it's it's for a really stupid reason, but yes, I'm putting that back. Don't worry.
Do you want to say the stupid reason?
Okay, so um, let's just say I read an awful lot of fanfic, and I also read some comics a year ago, and it sparked into my mind the core memory that Logan was a name that he chose on his own with no volition or tie to the name he was born with. So, so
What other reason than transgender?
what other reason would you change your name, right? Because it's not like a middle name or anything. So
He's just Logan.
he's just Logan. No last name applicable because I decided I was against that actually. Even though he does
Hmm.
have a last name and it's funny and it's a really funny last name, I decided against it today.
And
Howlet
we have
is
gone with asexual, but we have not given him a specific romantic orientation, so I'm just gonna spin for that.
yeah.
I landed on ace, not arrow again. We need to spin again.
It's gonna go.
He is really asexual. Okay, he's gay.
Okay, okay, that's fair. It's, okay, there we go. Sabretooth, we can. I just marked as because I did not know what to do with him actually. Um, I
It's
actually
not.
okay. Sabretooth is like Wolverine's main enemy. Um, it was off. It was, I believe, for a little while in early development of the two characters. Sabretooth was either supposed to be Logan's dad or a sibling at some point in like it was like not actually published, but that was like what they were planning on doing with the two, but then they just backed out on it. So,
Pussies.
yeah. So they don't have a like actual dynamic that you could like pin onto either of them. They're just enemies who have been enemies for however long Logan remembers
Yeah,
anything.
so what I'm getting is roll for whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, basically. I should probably like show you photos of these guys because it's the shit we roll sometimes.
This man has no gender.
So what I wrote is perfectly fine.
Yes.
Eh, love that. Okay. He's a vibe. He's such a silly little guy, actually. And in case anyone's worried, yes, I did watch the X-Men movies. Yes, I did read the X-Men manga. I know enough about X-Men to be willing to make these kinds of jokes. Okay.
He's just like me for real, Omni.
There we go.
I shouldn't be making these jokes because I don't know anything, but also consider it's
I'm
funny.
I'm loving this actually. Um,
While we're rolling for stuff and doing commentary, I've got Cookie Run Kingdom up on my tablet.
that's amazing actually.
Because of course I do. It's not an addiction until I start spending money on it.
There you go.
And I don't
That
have
is
money to
gambling.
spend. Listen, I may be gambling, but at least it's not with real money. That's the
Pretty much,
important
yeah.
thing.
Oh, I actually lined that up actually pretty well this time. Yeah.
What should line up?
Uh, I copy and paste the body, and I actually lined it up pretty decently this time. So
Oh
Jessica
yeah.
does not look malformed or shit.
She does not
So,
look wonky.
yeah,
Next
or at least
is Class 1.
yeah, which is
And
just
the people who
and
pick for whatever reason.
yeah. So the whole categorization of this is just vibes. So we have the old people, which we just went through. X-Men Class 1, which is just the people I felt would actually be like the first generation of X-Men. And obviously, I did include the actual first generation of X-Men in that. The
Hmm.
second grouping that shows up, and then a quote third collection, which is just, as I wrote, might just be a part of two, but young enough to have a different category.
Hmm.
And
I
then
have
the
a
new
I have
music.
a brief question for you. Um,
Yes.
are you sure her name is Rogue and not Rouge?
Did I spell it wrong?
So
I
Rouge is
did.
spelled
Yeah, I
Rouge.
did. I keep doing that. I've done it with okay, I fixed it on my end. Let me just update that real quick. That's what we have so far. I'm going back to edit this again. There you go. I fixed it. I know how to spell rogue. I just keep forgetting it. Not intentionally.
Yeah, to be fair, I only learned the proper difference in fifth or sixth grade when I at when I would use the library, like the public library computers, to roleplay Warrior Cats on Roblox. And my dad came in to
I,
get me, and he looked at it and went, Rouge? And I was like, no, it says Rogue. And he was like, no, it does not.
Yeah, so I should have known that because I was a big Warrior Cats girly as a child, but who's to say, right? I know.
Who's to say?
I also was big on Sonic, and there's a character called Rouge in Sonic. You'd think I would have caught on,
Hmm.
but
You
no.
forgot to mark a gay for Charles Xavier.
Oh shoot, I did. One sec.
Good thing I'm here.
Go. Okay, we've corrected that information.
Hmm. Alright.
That's it's all up to date. Scott,
Last one. Scott Summers. Let's go.
we vibe with Scott here in this household. Scott's chill.
That's pretty alright. Cisgender,
Okay.
but as for sexuality, maybe he- oh my god. He's the
What?
token cishet.
I have to write
I
that one
think
then.
I think it's funny.
I have to write that. I'm sorry. Oh, his brother's name. Forgot I included his
Alex
brother. In that.
Summers.
Forgot I included his brother in the first class, actually.
For some reason, the results keep trying to take out the things, so I keep having to put things back in. I'm gonna know what that says.
Yeah. Cowabunga.
This is another cisgender.
Okay, so do not write anything for gender unless it says het. You can
We can't
understand.
have another. We have to have that just be the token cishet.
It just has to
He's
be Scott.
ace.
Okay, vibes. Um, I vibe with that actually. Honestly, I need more Ace characters aside from like what? There's one that I included in here that's actually canonically Ace. So
Mhm.
I only put her in here because there was no other way I was gonna like do shit with her. So I had to throw her in here. I'm just Gwenpool. She's in one of the later sections. I needed her
Love
here.
Gwenpool.
Needed her here for my own reasons. Just needed to be a
She's
part of
one
this
of your
group.
comfort characters, I know.
Yeah, makes me happy.
Okay, we wrote another cisgender.
And that's Jean, right?
Yes.
Okay, so do not write anything Jean
What
gender.
are we?
As long as
Bobby.
okay, that's honestly that's vibes. I see that with Jean. Bobby.
My general rule for this is there's only allowed to be one character who is cisgender and heterosexual, and then
We
if we
already got that.
accidentally roll cishet for another character, we get to decide which one we reroll or if we want to reroll both.
I think I'm fine with there being like a token cishet for each class if we have to. But Scott's
Okay.
like stays around like the entire time, most of the time.
Yeah.
So unless for
Let's
like a really like
we're going with it. Bobby
unless there's
Drake.
he's gay. He's canonically gay. At least he came out later in life, so he's not like gay until later in the comics. And I know people were like cranky about that. So one.
Some people come out as gay late in life.
I think there are like two characters in comic books that did that. Um
Gender fluid. Now he very well could be gender fluid in the me way, where he does not ever fluid over to being a girl.
yeah, which is
Because
very
you and I
different
are
from
both gender fluid. It's
we're
just we
just
feel it differently.
very differently actually. Because I go all over the place. From nothing to mask to femme to both at the same time. So it's just everywhere all at once, honestly. Can never be sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. I just double checked it. Bobby Drake. If you look up Bobby Drake, is Bobby Drake gay? The answer is yes. It will automatically come out as yes. So
Hmm.
I just needed to make sure I was not spreading false lies to the internet because I have done
False
that before.
lies.
I
Is
have
that
done that
that's
before.
double negative? Does that turn out to be true?
Oh,
Is
sometimes
it
it
is it
does.
true?
Sometimes I say shit and it just
Sometimes you say shit.
and it's actually the truth. Um,
Or
He was
maybe it's
decided.
false lies.
Exactly. But
Okay. Next up is Hank McCoy, Beast.
yeah, thanks. The
Not to be
other
mistaken with Beast Boy.
no, those are two different characters. One of them is blue and fuzzy. The other one is green and probably a little fuzzy.
Probably very fuzzy.
He's got monkeys in his genetics. I'm sorry. Quite literally, he has like the green monkeys in his genetics because of his parents saving him from a deadly disease. That's a thing. You can believe everything we say.
Cisgender pansexual.
That's fair. That's fair. The next one's the angel. He's got wings.
He's got wings.
He's got wings. He's like one of two characters who have wings in Soup because one of them we decided was getting wings via trauma. Oui. Um, friendly
The guy who
reminder.
has wings is transgender.
Yep, that's fair. That's so real.
There are transgenders.
We love the transes in this household.
And pansexual. Sounds like my
Oh,
partner.
that's so cute. Actually, I don't know. Did I just? Bow.
Who's next? Storm.
Oh, Aurora. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong horribly, but that's fine. I can live with myself for that. She's got the really hard name to pronounce sometimes, but she's fun. We vibe with her. She's chill. She's got the storm powers. That makes
It makes sense for her name.
yeah. Storm.
I rolled
Yes.
gender fluid for her.
Okay. Getting a lot of gender fluids here, which honestly lines up with everything that I've learned about comic books and the amount of characters that are
Dealer's
just
choice for
gender.
sexuality.
Okay. Hmm, that's a great question.
And
Storm.
I'm going to back out of the wheel of names or the one with the genders, because it keeps pissing me off, because it keeps
Yeah.
deleting stuff for some
Honestly,
reason.
I vibe with Storm going either way, truthfully. Um, but I do think she definitely leans more towards an attraction to men. So at least that's how I feel about that. Oh, yeah, that's how I feel about that. At least. Mm.
So, what are we leaning with?
I'm gonna just write bi preference men because that's just how I feel about that. Oh look, I forgot I put him on here. I forgot to put the token canonical pan. He's only pan in the movies, so um.
But I think Deadpool gets to be pan everywhere.
I'm sorry, but like the way he interacts with like everybody, he just is. That's just how
He's
he
pan
is.
everywhere. Because it's fun.
It's the vibe he has in everything he's in.
Now, rolling for him gender. Gender fluid. Honestly, I think that also makes sense for him.
It does. It really does, actually.
I mean, if we really want to be fun with it, we could just make him pangender. It's
Give me
not on
one.
the list, but it could be on the list.
I mean, I'm fine with us doing stuff like that.
I
Like,
think it would make sense for him, so pangender and pansexual.
I'm fine with us using picking umbrella terms under stuff as well. And remember,
Okay,
guys,
if we're doing that though, for Gwenpool later on, do we want to make her agender but just presents like a woman so
actually,
that
that she's all of the A's.
yeah, AAA battery baby.
She would so do that. That would actually be such a thing that she would do.
Let's go and add it at the very end.
Let me scroll all the way down. Arrow, ace, ace. I'll know when I'm done. Okay.
Sending the message, by the way. You should probably just after every group is finished, probably resend the message so that
Yes.
we know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Updating now, and that means we're on to class 2, or as the characters I've dubbed class 2. That doesn't actually mean they are actual class 2. That's just mostly in my mind age range is what that whole sort is, or at least like time frame of appearance, more or less. So
Mhm. We're starting with Anna Marie Darkholm, also known as Rogue. She
give
has
her.
she has such a name. She has
I
such a
know.
name.
I love her name
She
actually.
sounds like she's from the southern area of the United States. I rolled
She
a
is
gender.
southern. She is southern. Actually, um, Rogue is southern. Um,
Anyways, honestly, I'm down for some representation of Airways characters who aren't fully sex and or romance repulsed.
I do know that
Because
Anna Marie Darkholm, Rogue does get married eventually.
maybe she's like demi-romantic,
I can put, yeah, I'll put that down. That's
asexual demi-romantic.
okay. There we go. Perfect.
Now, Remy LeBeau, also known as Gambit.
Yeah,
That's her partner, right?
that is her partner. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the funny eyes, but we love his funny
Another
eyes.
agender. They're agender for agender.
Hey, that's actually cute. That's cute.
Arrow but not ace. I'm gonna go with that meaning he's also demi or maybe gray arrow.
Okay.
Second roll says dealer's choice for sexuality.
Okay.
Asexual again.
Sure.
They just
That's
they
they're
they
literally built
they
for each other.
they match each other's wavelengths.
Yeah, they're built for each other. It's fine. I did. Look, it's the twins.
Pietro, also known as Quicksilver.
Yeah.
There can't be three agenders in a row.
No.
I'm spinning again.
Okay.
I may need to add another entry to this thing because it keeps landing on the same option.
Okay.
I'm just gonna add pangender, pangander. Okay, whatever, and we'll see how this goes now. Okay, it really wants him to be agent.
I guess we have to.
If it rolls four times in a row, and he's bisexual.
Okay. Yeah.
As for Wanda Maximoff,
I'm gonna.
transgender.
Oh,
I love trans women.
you love that. Actually, it's so cute.
And gay.
Got it.
This may affect how we make Vision later on.
This definitely affects vision, but I can live with
Um,
that.
immediate fix, non-binary robot who's a butch lesbian.
Hmm.
Love wins.
Also,
Bianca
then.
Rasputin.
Oh, you pronounced it. Okay. I was just gonna say you could just call him Peter too. So Not that that doesn't get confusing very fast with the amount of characters named
There's so
Peter.
many Peters.
Too many Peters, actually.
There's at least two in mainline continuity with Peter Parker and
Peter.
Peter Quill. There part of me wants to say there's some kind of Peter somewhere in DC universe. There's Peter Porker and all of the other multiversal spiders.
All the other Peters.
How many?
Too many Peters.
We're not, no.
That's why I put his actual name and not that people call him Peter, because I thought that
Mhm.
would be confusing. I've already discussed with you my absolute not liking of the fact that there are two fire-powered characters in Marvel Comics that both share a very similar name, John and Johnny.
Mhm. I got bigender for Peter.
That's fair. I think his sister shows up in one of the later classes.
And dealer's choice.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
Okay, so I've seen more stuff with him in the Deadpool stuff than I did, because he doesn't show up in the first three X-Men movies very much, and if he does, it's more like brief moments. Though he's played by two different actors in both of those continuities, and they are two entirely separate continuities because of the time wipe that happens in some of the later X-Men movies that we're not talking about right now. I'm not dealing with that. Um, I think honestly, just the way he acts, he's like your kind by uncle kind of vibes.
Mhm.
Like he cares a lot about people.
That's good.
And he clearly puts effort and like he wants you to do better. Like he wants you to better yourself. He's that kind of guy. Like he's never gonna make you do something, but he's like trying to get you to do better.
I get that.
Yeah,
That's fair of him. I like him.
this very much balances out
I know
his
nothing about him, but I like him.
yeah. Very much balances out his younger sister though, so that's
Mhm.
important. She'll come into play with the New Mutants era because she is actually a New Mutant. The New Mutants are literally just the New Mutants and Gwen.
I see her on the list.
Yeah. She's only there because that was the only era that she actually like made sense in, so I just went with it. She just feels right at home in the range. Um,
Next up, John Alderdice, Pyro.
yeah, which you've told me that you immediately thought of.
I immediately thought of a Minecraft player.
You did, yeah.
Any of you who cares. This is a cisgender man
Okay, do not write anything yet.
and omnisexual.
All right, well, that's vibes.
Very vibes.
Also, if you decide you are watching this for some reason, and which is fine, you can watch this. We're posting this publicly, and
Want to watch?
you have thoughts about everything we're saying here. Tell me. I'm curious. What are your thoughts?
Let us know in the comments below.
Because if you have a
Maybe this
headcanon
will
that
show us
like
to more places.
if you have a headcanon that's better than what I've done here, then tell me and I will listen because I'm actually like curious because most of the time the headcanons I hear are like Pan Logan. So if you have unique ones, I want to hear unique ones. I want to hear fun ones that like no one else has kind of vibes, you know? That's what I want to hear. But if you have like the ones you usually see, like Pam Logan, I still do want to hear your thoughts on that though, because we went the entire opposite direction with that. So, like I said, I want to hear your thoughts because that and your arguments for why you think that way. It's honestly, I'm just curious. I like hearing other people's opinions about
Is it
like
Sean Cassidy?
yeah, Sean
Babyface?
Cassidy's Banshee. Yeah,
Babyface John? We finished
No,
Pyroxity?
we did.
Not
Yeah, we did
Pyroxity?
John because he's
Okay.
cis Omni. I think is what we landed on with him.
Okay, yeah. I have a bad memory.
You're good.
Sean Cassidy, also known as Banshee.
Yes, he's the
Spinning the
band.
wheel. Cisgender.
Okay.
Dealer's choice.
Okay, so I don't know an awful lot about him, which is upsetting to me. But what I do know, his mutation is his voice. He can use it to propel himself through the air by using high frequency waves. It's very loud. Very loud.
And that makes sense for him being called Banshee. A Banshee is a spirit, usually feminine in nature, that
Hmm.
just screams. And you don't want to
Yep.
hear it because I think it can rupture your ears.
Hmm. I think I forget which one of the X-Men movies, but he is in one of them. I know he's in one of them because I've seen clips from the one X-Men movie. And I know people who've probably watched that are gonna say, "Why did you put him in a younger class?" Shut up. That's what I have to say to that. uh,
That's fuck you, that's why.
the main reason is also partially because I was going mostly off of my comic understanding of the X-Men, and well, the comics are very different from some of the movies,
Comics are not the same things.
which is fine. Like I like the movies; they're enjoyable. So they're just not the same continuity, and that needs to be very clear. That Soup is the most extreme different continuity, but
Soap
Banshee,
is fun. It's fun for us.
it's fun. Honestly, when I don't have thoughts, I need to look at this guy. I need to stare at him for a minute. Sometimes I can just pull a vibe off of a character by looking at them for long
Yeah,
enough.
we're still dealer's choicing him.
Yeah. Um, that's a different Banshee. Okay. Um, he's got sideburns.
Strange, but okay.
Hmm.
It's it's not getting straight.
No. Okay. Long hair as well. Not
That's
like
definitely not
super,
getting straight.
not like very long, but like it's definitely not short. If that's what you mean of.
It's like middle range
Yeah.
ish.
Um.
Uh,
Let me just give me a second. This. Let me just okay, back. To leave this updated for a second so I can do this. Okay.
that's gay. That's just a gay man.
Okay. That's where I was going, but I needed
You needed an extra pair of eyes. I get it.
yeah. Wanted to confirm my suspicions. Okay. The top two of the class 3 era are a couple in the Deadpool movies. So
Ellie and Yukio.
yes.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yep. I had to write that, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna spin the wheel just because, and I'm gonna veto it immediately. That's not a cisgender.
Okay.
That is a non-binary of some kind lesbian.
Okay. Do you want me to just write NB? Um, for now or
Genderqueer
okay.
of Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
He's so fun.
Mhm.
Mm. And Yukio does not have a last name or a hero name. She is just Yukio. I tried. I desperately tried to find something, but there was nothing.
Agender.
Okay. Honestly, that's vibes. I'm loving the agender rep we're getting here.
Yes. Sometimes I get that.
Okay,
And when I
so
get that, oh boy, you better believe, you better only respond to me as idiots.
yeah, so
Or
Evan,
nothing.
yeah, the next one, I know him mostly from the animated show, X-Men Evolution, which I understand wholeheartedly that X-Men Evolution is not canon compliant in any way, shape, or form, but I really like the show.
Gender fluid.
What was his cousin's gender? 1 second. I need to look at this. What did I say that? I need to look at something.
Gender
Okay,
fluid and
they're
straight.
both gender flipped. Okay,
Who's the other
that's
Dan? Who's his cousin?
Storm.
Ah, let me find her real quick. Okay. So they're both gender fluid. With but Evan Daniels is straight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rate that because I've decided if they are straight or cis, unless it is both, then I will not be rating it.
hmm We're only allowing one token cishet per group, and so far we've only
If that
gotten one
happens,
token
we've
cishet,
only gotten one roll of that.
which it should probably happen more often considering the amount of times the cisgender is on the list.
They're also the X-Men,
Yeah.
and the X-Men are kind of not straight or cis fully.
Fritz Wagner is non-binary.
Yeah.
You think that fits?
Honestly, he's so silly like that.
Mhm.
He would.
Hetero but not ace.
Okay, that's fine.
Bisexual.
All right. Yeah, I knew he wasn't straight.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If you, it's just the circus people. It's the people of the circus. They aren't straight. I'm
Love the
sorry.
circus people so much.
They're not straight. But they're not. They're lovely. They're a lovely
Bet
bunch,
you
but
want
they're
to
not.
bet that this is the one episode that actually gets found by people, and it's gonna be people who absolutely hate what we're doing.
Yeah,
We're gonna get
it's
so
fine.
many hate. Hey, if you leave a hate comment down below, I'll leave a heart on it. I'll do it.
I'll tell you my thoughts on your opinions.
I'll heart it. They will decide whether you're valid. It probably won't be.
It's okay though. I appreciate opinions in this house, but if your opinion is wrong,
Your opinion
I
is
will tell you.
hate. If your opinion is wrong and hateful, get out.
I will notify you, and if it's a really, really bad comment, you will just get removed. I'm not gonna deny that. I will just remove a comment if it gets really bad.
If there's any
And
slurs, you're getting removed. So,
yeah,
and don't try to walk around it by censoring the slurs. That's just straight up, you're getting removed if you say any slurs.
slurs of any kind, all of the
hmm
slurs, including certain ones that were
We
only
cannot
recently
say.
decided things. Where yeah, including some that were very recently decided there. Slurs that are included in certain movies
hmm
that I will not be saying. But if you've ever watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame, you know exactly what word I'm talking about.
hmm Anyways, next up is Kitty Pryde. I
Yeah,
think we decided she was probably bisexual.
we did. Let me quickly add that. Yep,
Yeah, if he's just bisexual.
that's just kidding.
Laura Kinney.
Oh, Laura, that's Logan's daughter.
Oh, cisgender, which I forget. Is she sometimes a clone or?
Usually she is clone adjacent. Yeah.
Okay, so it makes sense that she's a girl. And then pansexual.
Mm-hmm.
I'm chill with that.
That's a vibe.
And finally, Jubilation Lee.
Oh yeah,
It's an interesting name.
it very much is. Honestly, I just saw that name and I'm like, that's gotta be her hero name. It's not. It's not.
Jubilation Lee is cisgender. If it lands on dealer's choice, I'm saying straight. It landed on gay. That's fine too.
Okay, that's fair. Actually,
Anything works. I thought it would be funny though.
don't read the parentheses on this one. That's important to me. The parentheses don't get read on this.
What?
That's a massive spoiler.
What?
The parentheses on the next section we're moving into should not be said because it will it will spoil
That will
information.
be. We need to also at some point run through the parentheses for that to
Yeah.
decide how it's working. We just
Yes.
know that they exist.
During this
You don't
period.
get to know. Not yet.
Yeah.
My
Just
profile picture is currently Silent Salt Cookie, and I have a habit of just imagining myself
yeah.
as my profile
Um
picture. So I'm just imagining someone in a dark suit of armor just pointing.
yeah. All I know about the first two under the category we're moving into, New Mutants, is the first two are both queer in some way.
Okay, so they're not allowed to be cishet at all.
Yes, and that's because they're in a relationship in the film. Not necessarily in the early runs of the comics. I don't know if they develop into a relationship later. I've not gotten there yet, but in the films at least, they are in a relationship.
Okay, so
It's
I
very
rolled cishet.
you rolled cis out. Oh god.
Do I want to just look through the other characters and immediately decide which of this group gets to be cishet?
One of these is a cis out. I'm going to go Karma as the cis out of the group.
Xuan Xiaomin or Xuan
Unless
Xiaoman?
yes. I'm
Okay.
going to let her and I'm gonna double check information before I do things because I like to make sure I'm not accidentally erasing stuff, so
We'll see how it goes.
if there is something more interesting here, I will pull that.
I love interesting information.
She is a lesbian.
Okay, so we can't make her cishet.
She can be cis though.
She can be cis, but that's when we actually properly roll for her. Is there any of these who don't have anything canon?
Um, so Danny and Rain both are queer in some way. Illy might not. Um,
Sam and Roberta are the other ones who we haven't decided for.
and Berto. Um, Berto seems straight in the films, but I could be off on that. I'm gonna like triple check this. Um, just to make sure I'm not. Because honestly, okay, no, he is straight in the comics. So Roberto can be shifted wherever the fuck we want, and Sam got three.
Sunspot gets to be cishet, I guess.
Okay. Okay. So both Sam and Berto can be shifted wherever the freaky frick fry, but we're leaving Berto as the cishet of the New Mutants.
Mhm.
The rest of them, unless decided otherwise, get to be queer in some way, shape, or form. Because that's how this works. And you can fight me later in the comments. Will I listen? 50% chance.
Alright, so, Danielle Moonstar is pangender,
That's vibes.
and Dealer's Choice. I'm gonna go
Okay.
with lesbian.
Yeah. Honestly, that's a safe bet for them. So
And then cisgender for Rane.
I've just been pronouncing it rain because that's the way it's pronounced in the film. So
Okay, that makes sense. Rain Sinclair. And no. Now
yeah,
I'm straight again.
that's not a possibility actually. The cis is fine. Rain is one of three
Um,
Christian characters, I believe, that I enjoy, which is Kurt, Rain, and Matt Murdock. So
Ace but not Arrow.
yeah,
And Omni. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Next up is Ileana,
Yeah, that's Pietro's
its
sister.
cousin.
His sister.
I thought it was cousin. I'm
I,
mixing up things. Cisgender, dealer's choice.
okay. So Illy is a special case. Um, Illy's yeah, they are siblings, but Illy, she looks not straight, but she probably would pass as straight kind of vibe.
So I'm going with bisexual.
Yes, that's what we're going with. I'm gonna send you a photo of her for a sec. In a second, just give me a minute to find a nice photo of her because she is.
Make sure to send what we have so far before you do stuff.
Yes, obviously, I know that's the goal for this. I saved the photo to my phone. Okay, there you go. There's Illy.
Yeah,
You feel me there?
she's a scary bisexual.
Yeah. And she was cis, I believe.
Cis
That's what it was.
bisexual. Next up
Yeah.
is Sam Guthrie.
Yeah.
That rolls us on agender. Back on the
Okay.
agender street.
We've got a lot of agender mutants, and that's
Arrow Ace.
that's so funny.
Out of the new mutants, 2 of them are Arrow Ace A's.
Yeah.
And finally, not in the New Mutants category, but technically from the future, I guess,
Yeah.
Nathan Summers, also known as Cable. You're gonna have to explain.
Okay. So my general understanding is Nathan Summers is the biological child of Scott Summers, who was left in the future and then brought back into the past. In the Deadpool movies, at least, Cable comes back and is trying to correct and prevent the bad timeline of the future, which
As
the
one does.
bad timeline ends with his like family just like dying, not like his parents, but like his wife and child. So he has
Oh,
a valid
yeah,
reason to
that's
want
a
to come
bad
back.
timeline.
Yeah, it's a very bad timeline. His end goal in the film is to come back in time to kill this child that is going to grow up to be a dictator. That does not end up happening because it turns out if you just correctly raise the child in the current time, guess what? It's not going to become a dictator.
Yeah, I can tell why.
Yeah. You should definitely watch Deadpool 2 if you haven't, folks at home watching this for some reason. It's a good film. So is
Mhm.
all the Deadpool stuff, actually.
Nathan
Except,
Summers rolls as non-binary
yeah,
and bisexual.
that's actually fair. Okay, so that's everybody. Yeah. If there's an X-Men you want us to roll the wheel on, you tell me in the comments. I'll add them to the list. Because I'm definitely 100% sure I did miss some. Mostly because I left ones I wasn't gonna like remember to do. And also
There's too
because I
many
do
of them.
also because I have to illustrate these guys at some point. I picked the ones that were gonna be fun for me to draw. I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
know that.
like
It
scary
was
bisexual.
yeah. If they were, it's either they were fun to draw or they had very important story beat wise, so I had to include them. So, which don't worry, we've got very fun stories planned with all of the wondrous characters that we just rolled for. Don't worry at all.
Never worry about anything, ever.
I need to look at the rock. Just stare at the rock. Yes, okay, so that's what that looks like. That looks like. See, this is the benefit of having painted rocks with the entire spider cast on them, is I now have little references I can carry around in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Very convenient. I just need to know which lines I'm supposed to follow on this. So this goes like that. Yeah. So this one's T. Right? Yeah? No.
No.
No?
No.
No. Okay. I'm
No.
losing my notes. That's fine.
I don't know what you're saying no about. I'm just saying no along with you.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. You do that.
I can say no all the time. Should
Yeah.
I? No. Am I going to? Maybe. It's not a no. You know it is a no. No. I swear I'm normally funny. I don't feel funny today.
That's okay. We don't have to be funny every day.
There's no such thing as being funny. Only being gay and doing crime.
No,
You
no.
thought you were straight? No. I say no.
The wheel says otherwise.
Let's roll for you. Viewer. I'm rolling for you specifically. There might be
You
one
were
of
at
you.
home.
I'm
You
rolling
were
for your gender and your sexuality. I thought it was cis. Which, if you didn't think you were cis, damn. Henry Davis.
What
What?
does that mean? Where'd the rock go? Oh, it's on my knee. Uh, don't worry.
Okay, so what that meant was the names got reset to actual names.
Oh,
Damn, you're
like,
cishet.
darn it. Okay, darn it.
I'm tempted to put in one of the Discord servers I'm in, hey chat, react to this message if you want me to roll for your gender and sexuality.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that in this server. We'll see if anyone responds.
Oh god. Penguin.
It's been put in the general chat. We'll
Where
see
is it?
if anyone
Um,
responds to it.
I do need this. Be abundantly clear. Everything we do here is for shits and giggles on our parts. If you don't laugh along with us, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with that. You decided you were gonna stay this long into us talking. It's been an
Yeah, you
hour.
were gonna stay about an hour in. The recording hasn't been going on for an hour yet, but we've been in call for an hour.
Okay. Still, my point still stands. You've been listening to us for under an hour, but still, almost an hour. A lot of
Which is
time.
longer than most people.
Yeah. I'm still confused on why you clicked on this. There is no thumbnail on these videos. It
I
is just a
might
black
add
screen.
tags this time.
Maybe.
Will it be a good idea? Probably not. Am I
Who's
gonna
to
do it?
say?
Yes.
Who's to say, right? I'm
Who's to
doing my darndest
say?
not to say certain things because I want to talk about them, but for spoilers of soup reasons, I cannot. Upsettingly.
Hmm.
So I don't want to spoil soup, even though this is kind of like our little writing center talk area. I don't want to spoil stuff for the viewers if they are existent. Um,
Maybe
Mostly,
someone will find us later down the line when we finally get the Captain America fic posted in
literally, yes.
text my calendar. 2 months.
Oh God. Okay. Have you started though?
I've got ideas. I haven't
That's
specifically landed on how I want to start though.
okay. That's better than we were not too long ago, though,
Yeah.
which was nothing at all.
No ideas at all. Oh,
So arguably we've improved.
yes.
I would argue having anything down on paper is an improvement from where we were before.
Hmm. I will say, possible plan
You know?
is I just start with the oh, I mentioned this a while ago, but I forget it now. Wait, it's in my notes. I knew this day would come. I knew this day would come. Where's the folder in my Google Drive? Open up, motherfucker.
I'm so glad you have more notes on this than me, honestly.
Oh no, I stopped taking notes at some point.
Oh, okay. Never mind them.
Okay,
Yeah.
my thought was just don't start in the 2010s at all.
Yep, that's understandable. I think we agreed on that. That was something we agreed upon.
We're
That was a
gonna
really
start in the 1940s right in action.
yes,
That means pain suck.
yes, it does. Um, this is mostly just indulgence. This entire project is just self-indulgence on both of our parts.
Yeah.
I
What's the
think.
self-indulgence center? Location? Me?
Okay. Um, I'm gonna list off what's included in this glorious project because I fear I should
I
before
think we
anyone.
listed it off last time, or at least some of them
It's
off
still.
last time.
If you
But
weren't
it's
here
probably good
last,
to reiterate.
if you were
Plus,
not here last time,
and
here is
if you forgot since last time,
here is the definitive list of everything in soup. Marvel, DC, Phineas and Ferb, FNAF, Clifford, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Warrior Cats, but it's a documentary series. Literally every mythology, and even the fakes ones made for stories, even mine. Danny Phantom, Word Girl, Star Wars, My Hero Academia, only set in the future, and Gravity Falls.
we're doing this for fun. You have to remember this. It's all for fun.
Um, also, in case anyone's curious, no, I've not watched Danny Phantom yet. I'm working on it. The series is out of order on all the apps I want to watch it on, so gonna be a little while before I can actually do that comfortably. If honest to God, if you are watching this and you have an episode order, like a definitive episode order that I could use, tell me. I would greatly appreciate that. My life so much easier because I all the episodes are available to me. It's just they are not in correct order, and it's really annoying.
Just a tad.
Just a tiny bit. I don't feel comfortable watching it out of order because I know there's some level of development. Obviously, it is an episodic series, and I understand that much. I'm not expecting a non-episodic series out of this. If I were expecting that, I would go watch Steven Universe. Um,
I love Steven Universe. We just didn't add it in soup.
doesn't fit in soup.
Can't find a way to make it work in soup.
Look, I'll be clear here. There is like a legit reason for every connection in soup. For one, it's either a ridiculously stupid reason or a ridiculously funny reason. And I'm willing to go down on the list once I'm done doing Gwen Stacy Spider because I'm willing to take a break before I hit the youngest of these characters. But general understanding is there was a legit reason every single time we brought something in here, whether it be the legit reason of there's so many crossover fanfics, it would be bad if we didn't include it. To well, they made that movie that one time. Okay.
They did make that movie one time.
Yeah. Or in the case of some things, the backstories really, really line up really, really well.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Matt Murdock, you know, don't worry about it. Some things just really line up in very convenient ways that just needed to be addressed. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Sometimes we just included stuff for shits and giggles,
Yeah.
which honestly is just how a lot of stuff was picked for this was for the shits and giggles. But some stuff was definitely also decided upon for other reasons. Like most of it, there was like at least a sense of a reason behind things. What that sense of a reason was, we know probably somewhere buried in there.
It's somewhere in the recesses of our minds. We'll understand it. Probably.
The question is, will you
Hopefully.
understand?
Why aren't you understanding, huh?
Yeah,
Honestly, I think that's a use.
I think that's a huge. Okay, it's the oh god. There's actually two more spiders. I'm taking a break. I'm gonna go explain the general consensus of why things were decided. Um, so
Yeah.
Marvel and DC, they're both superhero franchises. That's basically the consensus. Soup was originally supposed to be just Marvel and DC.
Yeah, it was supposed to just be our rewrite of the MCU, including how DC works.
Yeah, because DC just caught our mind and we really liked it, and stuff was happening when we started this project. So we decided it was a good idea to just include it with the MCU rewrite.
Mhm.
Phineas and Ferb,
Phineas and Ferb we added because of that one episode, or special episode actually, of Phineas and Ferb, where they crossed over with Marvel.
yes, that
Simple.
is yes. Um,
Five Nights at Freddy's we added because it would be fun.
it would be so funny. Also, definitively, there is no Chuck E. Cheese in this universe. It is just Freddy's.
Mhm.
Um, I've
Chuck E.
decided.
Cheese is
So,
actually the horror game franchise,
yep. Mm-hmm.
except there's actually nothing really wrong with it.
It's
People
just
just thought, hey, it'd be funny to make a parody that's creepy.
yeah.
And yet the real Five Nights at Freddy's is more fucked up.
Let's be clear. I'm okay with this fully on the basis of I know way too much about Chuck E. Cheese. We'll get into that at a
I
later
agree.
date, but we don't need to delve into that yet. That's not something for right now.
One of these
Um,
calls, you're just gonna have to go over the entire continuity of Chuck E. Cheese. Maybe it'll be the day after my surgery, but
I
I
do
can just listen to you ramble.
I do need to make my Disney animatronics documentary at some point. I'll get to it. I've been pushing it off for like way too long, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so back to the list. Clifford. Um, that one was put on there for shits and giggles. Actually, there's no legit reason why that one is here. It's just there for giggles. Um, it's
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was added because they share a backstory with Matt Murdock.
this is a canon thing. Though both comics are published by two entirely different companies, the writers of the origin story for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles blatantly stated that the backstory is supposed to be the exact same one as Matt Murdock's. They're
Don't
supposed to
ask
be.
us why.
I
We
didn't make that
don't
decision,
know.
but if that doesn't suit your needs, there was also a Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie crossover that happened. So
Don't forget about that amazing comic panel of "This is where I watch my parents die, Raphael." Hella bummer, dude. That's my
exactly.
favorite. That's my favorite.
Exactly. Exactly, guys.
I'm
We have,
sure anyone who's watched this has seen that at least in a meme template somewhere.
yeah. Oh god, do we not? Yeah, we. There's one thing that's not on here that is should be on here, which is our AU thing. We can add that later.
Well, I'll add it.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that we never added that to the list. Okay, so we dosed Stuntine. Okay,
We
so
keep
Warrior
remembering
Cats.
that it exists, we just haven't had it on the list, and that's fine with
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Warrior Cats. That one's also another shits and giggles one.
That one's self-indulgence.
That one's very much a self-indulgent insertion.
I'm
Um,
gonna find a way to make it work. Mark my words. This will
yeah,
work. And you'll
yes,
cry. You'll cry when you see how well it works. Mark my words.
yeah. Um, okay, so mythology, all of
Because
them.
of the amount of mythologies that are used already in the pre-existing media, we just thought it would work, especially since there's StarClan from Warrior Cats, which realistically wouldn't exist, but hey, it
It doesn't have.
exists.
It's here now.
If Warrior
Um,
Cats is canon, then any mythology can exist.
yeah.
Danny Phantom
Um,
was added exclusively because of the amount of times crossover effects have had him in uh Batman related material.
so many, so many. I swear, it's, and I do understand wholeheartedly that both the Danny Phantom fandom and the Batman fandom do not enjoy these crossovers
We're
as
so
much.
tired.
We're all so tired of it. It's not Danny Phantom's not going to be like big in this. In case anyone is worried. In case,
He just exists. I don't plan on watching it.
yeah,
I
I'll
just need to know
yeah
what he's about.
yeah. If honest to God, if someone else wants to get on this to write the Danny Phantom section, hit me up. Write it in the comments. I'll
I'll,
I'll
we'll,
let you in.
we'll find a way to communicate with you. We'll send you a message on Discord. You won't be allowed to be on this. Um, you won't be allowed to be on the channel as a co-owner of the channel until we can trust you, though.
Yeah, yeah. Right. The next one, which is Word Girl. Word Girl. There's a both valid reason and a shits and giggles reason for this one being here. Shits and giggles reason, her origin story is basically the same as Superman's. It's funny that way. Legit reason, there was a Word Girl comic published by Marvel. So
It's canon.
it's canon. um, in at least one continuity, it's canon. So that's why that's here. Legit reason and shits and giggles reason. Um, Star Wars. We needed an excuse for better aliens to show up. So
And also, Phineas and Ferb crossover.
yeah, exactly. That's not a proper crossover. The Phineas and Ferb thing.
It's more of an alternate reality
Yeah.
in the Phineas and Ferb thing, but it
Mhm.
works with us, so we work
We
with
just
it.
yeah. So that's why that decision was made to include it.
My Hero Academia was added because of the Deadpool crossover comic
The
manga
manga,
thing.
the Deadpool manga.
Yeah.
That's a very iconic panel that if you haven't seen, it's hilarious and you should totally look up the panel. It's a panel of Deadpool and All Might. So, it's hilarious. Comedy gold.
Oh, that
Um
ship named Deadmite. I can
hey.
say this, I was once an enjoyer of My Hero Academia, and I'll probably go back to enjoying it one of these days.
Yes, yeah.
We'll see when. It's not now. Might
Mhm.
be later. I might
Also,
rewatch the whole thing and hate myself for it. You know how it is.
and in case anyone is ever concerned about anything we say, don't worry, we've accounted for everything. Just about.
And if you can give us a thing we haven't accounted for, please tell us in the comments and we'll find a way.
We will account. We will make account.
We're accountants.
Yes.
Legal
Yes.
reasons we're not actually accountants. I'm just being funny. And finally, Gravity Falls. I've seen a lot of things crossing over Gravity Falls and Phineas and Ferb of all things, and I really enjoyed that. So this is a self-indulgent thing exclusively.
Yeah. That's honestly what a lot of things go on. This is a very self-indulgent project. Obviously, we gave legit reasons, but it is very much mostly just for self-indulgent reasons.
It's
So,
mostly for I want to have fun. I want to have fun with my friend.
yeah, exactly. Why is my TV being on the fritz today?
Is your TV turning on and off?
Yes, it's very annoying.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe it's haunted.
Yeah.
FNAF?
Well, maybe. That's scary.
Five
Um,
Nights at 5.
soup. Um,
I
I
wonder where my cat is right now. Probably causing problems.
um. Yeah. Also, that's just when we say this. The ages are not the MCU ages for various reasons. It's just there's no
It
reason.
made the ages make sense for our thing.
Yeah, it it lines up so much better with the way we did it. We kind of had to line it up in a certain way to line up three certain characters so we could overlap the backstories because it would be so funny
And it
to line
works
up those
better.
three backstories. So we did. It's so funny. It's really funny. It's the most funny thing in the world, actually, in my opinion.
Are we going to talk about it now? I don't know. Probably not.
It's really fun. Um, boopity doopity shoopity doop. We've done a lot.
If I try
From
hard enough, I can find a way to tie either Undertale or Deltarune, but not both in.
yeah,
Because they fundamentally cannot exist in the same piece of media.
hmm
Unless you're doing a crossover thing. Like a Tumblr web comic I've been really enjoying.
trying to figure out which one this is. Oh yeah, that makes so much sense actually. I was scrolling through the pins and I found something and it intrigued me, so I went to go click on it, and I cleared that up for myself. And it's
What?
one of the
What
many
is
age
it?
lists. It's one of the many age lists we have for the multiple many different universes we've written, or at least concepted into ideas. So
Mm-hmm. Which one is it?
it was, what if you got all the Robins at one time plus Carrie?
Ah, yes, Teen Dad AU.
Yeah, that's the best one.
That's my favorite, actually.
That's the funniest one. It's the funniest one.
It's just amazing.
I love the funnies. My favorite thing is letting shit go because it's funny. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, honest to God, there will be the main reason for a lot of the stuff is just so we can use references and just let it be canon. That's mostly what Clifford is here for.
yeah.
That's legit. The only reason it's here is because it would be really hilarious. Also, um, because we've dragged that in here. What is her name? I've not watched Clifford since I was a small child.
Oh yeah.
But his owner, she is a mutant in some way, shape, or form. Because there ain't no way a love can make a dog grow that big.
Yeah. If she had an
Um,
if she
Emily
she
Elizabeth. That's
probably puts all of her power into Clifford instead of, because I think she does have at least one other pet.
she had a rabbit in the little series. I don't know if she has a pet. If the pet's like transitioned over to the actual show, but she did have a pet in the prequel series.
Mhm.
I watched way too much Clifford as a child. It's almost as bad as my train obsession as a child. We don't talk about the trains anymore. You get me to do
Yeah,
anything
they're
but report
definitely
the
not
trains.
neurotypical.
The trains could get
Hey,
me anywhere. You could get me on.
the Chuck E. Cheese obsession doesn't help.
No, it really doesn't. Um, did I mention I also had a brief surge once to just learn everything about this really small local park? And when I say everything, I mean I traveled and to find the only document, which I have a photo of, that states the year it opened with the original name of the park. And I
Oh,
searched for at least a couple hours to find that at the public library in the town. So this is what I mean by. But I do have a photo of it, at least the cover of it, because I was supposed to use it for a research project, but I didn't because I couldn't source it correctly. But it was the first official documentation. It was like one of those books you would see that has a list of things that are opening, what's going on during the year. There was nothing like noted about it aside from its name and the fact that it was opening that summer. And that is the only reference made to that park during that year, aside from people's memories and photos, which are all in the book that I own about said theme park. Because yes, they did publish a book about the theme park that is
of course.
local to me, and I have the book. It is in my basement bookshelf, right alongside my other books about random things that I care way too much about
Mhm.
for good reasons. There's always a good reason for me to put all my thought and attention into a random, very specific thing for a month and then stop
Yes.
thinking about it.
Mhm.
Um, I did make a documentary about said theme park actually. So honestly, if you want to go watch that, do it. Bet like go watch it. It's on the main channel, which is probably where the Disney one will be released when I get around to that.
One of these days.
Not these days, I'll get to it. I just don't want to write the script, truthfully. And documentaries have to
Recording
be scripted.
sucks. Writing sucks. Don't
No,
get into writing. You'll be tormented forever.
no.
Just read fan fiction.
Read it, don't write it.
Leave that
Don't
to me, where I suffer about it.
don't BS because we do get indulged in things. I tend to draw everything
Yeah.
that intrigues me for one reason or another. It happens. I know myself all too well, which is why I'm in charge of concepting everything for this universe.
And I do the writing when I
Yep,
can.
exactly. I've been working on getting the art done because there's so many characters that we're
There's
working
too
through.
many of them.
Trust me, that's why I'm doing them in groups to better refrain myself from having a mental breakdown by drawing individual sets of them every day.
Mm.
So that's why we're doing them in like groups. The X-Men will be divided into much smaller groups because probably honestly I might just use the groupings I made for the gender sexuality spin to do that. Is it still going to be a lot at once? Yeah, definitely. So it is something I can live with because those are still smaller groupings than the overall list. I did make like minor. I think there was only one of the Spider Women I actually like changed in any shape, way, shape, or form, and that was Silk. And it's like a very minor thing I did, which was just giving her the leather jacket that her male multiversal counterpart has, because it felt right
I
to
love
give her
when
that.
things feel right.
It just felt right to me. Um, Also, no hormones, no pheromones. I'm not doing that with her. That's weird. I didn't like it in the canon. Actually,
Pheromones don't exist, actually. That's what I've decided.
there you go. Glad we're on the same page about that. It's just a weird thing. I don't like it. Her and Peter can still be bitten by the same spider. I don't really give a shit about that. I just didn't like the whole pheromone thing with them. Felt wrong, mostly because Peter really should like just give him his wife back. Actually, comics, let him and his wife be him and his wife again.
Or at least stop tormenting him about it.
Exactly,
If you don't want them to be together, let them be friends.
and just fucking stop with Paul. Paul does not need to exist.
I don't like Paul.
Get Paul out of my
That's the
eyes.
self-insert that one of the authors made, right?
I don't even know if he's a self-insert, but I don't like him. He might be. He probably is. Um. Also, Mary Jane Venom is definitely was an interesting thing. I wouldn't have done it, but comics did. So good on them, I guess. Being sporadic, crazy, over the top, doing whatever the heck they want with their characters. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, they have the rights to the characters. I have no say in what actually goes on in canon. That's why I ignore it most of the
Sometimes
time.
canon's a bit stupid.
Exactly why it is ignored in favor of soup.
In favor of soup.
Because soup is superior.
Superior. We were
Okay.
making, or more you, but really bad puns
Oh,
and
it's so
plays on
bad. They were
words.
horrible. They were horrible.
Awful. Were you like half asleep when you were writing them?
Yes, I was. I was half asleep. I was doing that as I was falling asleep. I was just sitting there like
I made
soup.
them worse.
Exactly. It was great. I don't think I would have done any better. I think the only one we didn't get to was Word Girl. I think that was and Gravity Falls actually. Gravity Falls didn't get a pun, I don't think.
I thought I did make it.
You might have. You might have done one for Gravity Falls. I know Word Girl didn't get one though. That's the one I don't remember. And I know we didn't do. There you go. So we just did like a long string of chain text that was just. See, I'm gonna read them. Actually, I'm gonna go revisit
Go
this.
through all of them.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, so at exactly 8:25 p.m., which usually I would not be extremely tired at 8:25, but it had been a long day. And I decided it was time for soup puns. It was soup puns from the soup universe. Soup This League, Soup Avengers, Superman, Soup Biter Man, Soup Clubs, Five Nights at Soup, Soupler, Teenage Mutant Soup Turtles, Phineas and Soup, Soupity Falls, Danny Souptum, Superior Cats, Soup Wars, My Hero Superdamia, Super the Big Red Dog. Oh god,
These are awful.
they're horrible. They're horrible, but I love them. It was a bad night. I do want it to be very clear that it took me way too long to think of an X-Men pun. Um, when I was
Superman.
doing this, soup cups. I was gonna do that, but it didn't. It wasn't as funny to me. I don't know. Just didn't click. Didn't click the same way soup cups did.
Soup on Wolver soup.
Oh, there you go. Soup cool. Wolver soup. Yeah, those are good ones. Now we're we're thinking about it more now. It's like approximately the. By the way, in case you're wondering, it is about the same time I was deliriously writing those as we are recording this right now. So,
Another one. Soup spelled Sopue.
yeah,
Or maybe it's soap.
isn't soap an A?
It's pronounced soap, but it's spelled. You know how rogue is spelled.
Oh yeah,
That, but soap, soup.
I see.
It's bad, and it
It's
only
a
works if I spell it. I'm not
yeah
gonna to.
fruit.
Cause
No, something.
I'm big sleepy. Tomorrow, mother is going to be joining me on. Uh, we're gonna look at stuff. We're gonna get things. We're thrift shop.
Heck
That's
yeah,
it. I've got a candle burning right now, and it's lemon lime.
that's fun. I do want it to be very clear that if you ever think of doing a project as big as soup, don't please.
Don't
You will
unless you
regret
have
this.
unless you have multiple people working on it, and you're able to keep each other in check. If a third person wants to show up exclusively for Danny Phantom and ends up being our timekeeper as well, honestly, cool.
We will greatly appreciate that. Actually, that would be like the best thing you could do.
It's getting to
Is
the point that I'm very tempted to ask in one of the servers I'm in, hey, does anyone like, I don't know, three of the numerous media within Soup, not counting the one we keep forgetting to add to the list, that we
yeah,
will always keep forgetting to add to the list.
never gonna get put on the list.
And if someone likes three or more of the things on the list, I'm just gonna post a list actually and go, hey, do you guys like this? Does any of you like this stuff? And I'm gonna specify Danny Phantom is a must.
You must
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
Danny.
do that. I'm gonna do that.
Do
And
it.
if someone responds, yeah, I'm gonna make a group chat. I'm gonna ask them if they want to be part of the project first, but I'm gonna make a group chat.
Hmm. I honestly probably should. I don't think any of my groups would be intrigued by this project, sadly. But most of my online friends and most of my friends in general are my Harbor friends. Um, if you watch the Harbor stuff, you should. Actually, it's like really funny to go watch us be literally. It's we're hilarious over on
Have
Harbor.
you been posting horror stuff at all?
I made it to episode 3. I've It's because we haven't had like a proper recording schedule in place, so I haven't had the chance to record new episodes yet. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like me doing my lone episodes are not as fun as when I get at least an interaction in with one other person. So
Yeah.
I need at least one other person for recording. Not all the time though. Episode 3 is mostly a solo episode, but um, I think we, as a group of Harbor, were funnier, arguably funnier.
Mm-hmm.
So, although I will say some members are definitely way funnier than me. So, if they did, and they have uploaded, most of us have uploaded. So, like, if you don't like my content, I'm gonna tell you go watch one of theirs because they are like equal. They're hilarious. My friends are hilarious. Go watch them. All their channels are linked on the main channel. I'll eventually get around to adding this one to the main channel as well, but one of these days, this channel will
Nice.
actually be linked to my main channel. Everyone will know the stupid bull I do. Okay, that's the line art done for all 6, 7,
Oh
8
shit, for
Spider
real?
Woman I did. Took me the entirety of this call to get there.
That's a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Been an hour and
Usually
37 minutes.
usually I get both the line art and coloring done by now, but well, things change. And I also had to update the sexuality stuff for I did like a dark blue on this one instead of pure black. Am I coloring on the right layer? I am. Okay. I'm suffering. Mhm. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Um, don't expect these ones to be colored perfectly because I am not. I did the line art really thin, intentionally so because I drew them really small, um, so I could fit them all on the canvas. The only way to do that comfortably is to make the line art smaller. So, these Frank Silk also would have, yeah. But honestly, most of this concept art stuff is mostly just for the people writing it. So if it ever does get shown, which who's to say, right? Who's to say if I actually will ever show? So this wondrous masterpiece of hours and hours of labor. Who's to say?
So much work.
So much work
Aw.
going into this, but honestly, a lot of it I'm not like the most proud of, which is saying a lot. This is coming from me. I'm proud of most things, actually, but soup is one of those things where it's like I don't necessarily think I have to share everything I'm doing with well,
The world.
I yeah. A lot of that is because like it's just not something I need to do. You guys don't need to see all of the concept art going through this. It's mostly for writing purposes anyways. They're mostly so we can reference them for writing so that we're not like accidentally describing two different costumes on a character.
Mhm.
That's kind of the whole point of me doing this is to make sure there's a level of consistency.
Make sure things work right.
Yeah. Because we are both going to be writing different parts of this. And it made the most sense if we could at least try to have some level of consistency. Good. Okay. And the easiest way to do that is having a consistent reference board for us. Would there have been an easier way, like just pulling photos and just lining them all up? Yeah. Did I decide that was what I was doing now? No, I decided I was going to draw.
Absolutely not.
Individually draw every single one of the characters because it made more sense to me. So that's what I did. It's this area here. It's, that's there we go. Spider Women have a lot more black on them usually. Apparently, that's something I'm noticing, or at least darker colors. A lot of them seem to have darker colors, except for like a couple of them. Some of them are brighter. Some of them are not.
Some of them are what?
Some of them are brighter in the colors department. Some of them are not. A lot of them are very dark and like evil looking. Not that they are evil, but they're like have darker color palettes.
Emo.
Where is it?
I love
Oh,
when emo.
yeah, there she is. Deep red. Just show you. You have so didn't do that. That's what I wanted. There you go. And then you also. There you go. Ciao.
Mhm.
Cowabunga.
Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao.
Consistency. Something I will never stick to.
There's no such thing as consistency.
We just decided that the reference sheets are very important and vital. No, I'm not doing reference sheets for the faces. I don't have the energy to draw that many faces and make them all differentiable. I trust us to be able to grasp the concept of faces similarly enough
You can do this.
to not have issues with that. So,
Let's say about an hour and 43 minutes now.
okay.
So you want to pull this call to a close?
Probably should. We probably should. All
Because
right.
I've been doing well for my mental health, but also poorly for my ability to stay up.
Yeah, that's reasonable actually. Sleep is important. I'm probably not gonna sleep. Truthfully, I'm gonna be continuing to finish the Spider Woman because I have to do the coloring part.
Yeah.
Um, and when you wake up, you can give me correct feedback, and I will do the adjustments as necessary, like we usually do.
Hmm.
To do
But until then,
till
chat,
then.
go to sleep. Actually, no, this post in the middle of the day. Never sleep again.